guys. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast series, Celebrity Craze. I'm going to dive right into the discussion, but before I do that, I want to briefly discuss what this podcast is about and why I'm doing it. As you guys know, celebrity culture has been a prominent part of society for quite some time now. I'm planning on exploring celebrity culture by looking at the different events that have transpired this year that have forced people to look at celebrities differently. Celebrity culture is shifting due to the social class divide, controversies, crimes, political and social issues. In relation to these issues, I'm going to talk about specific events that correlate with them. My main objective here is to answer the questions of whether or not celebrity culture is harmful or beneficial. So what exactly is celebrity culture? How have we established this as a separate entity? Celebrity culture has been around longer than most people would presume. The encyclopedia website defines celebrity culture as a symbiotic business relationship from which performers obtain wealth, honors, and social power in exchange for selling a sense of intimacy to audiences. Performers would easily not only mean singers and actors, but also politicians, athletes, influencers, basically anything that relates to becoming famous in different forms of entertainment. This culture pertains to the high demand perpetuation of celebrities' personal lives being consumed globally. This allows them to utilize their fame to become product brands, thus creating what we know as celebrity culture. Now that we addressed what celebrity culture is, I want to introduce the topic of today's episode, COVID beginnings. I know it's been oversaid. You heard everyone say it. You yourself have said it. 2020 has been a tough year. And I know you're beyond sick of talking about COVID, but it's necessary. Back in March, when all hell broke loose, we were easing into quarantine. No one was really going outside, and a chunk of the population was losing their jobs due to businesses shutting down. So naturally, people were trying to find things to keep themselves occupied and entertained. Most of the population turned to social media, binge watching on every streaming service, playing video games, all things on the internet, and we couldn't really blame one another. We had plenty of time on our hands to do just whatever we pleased. We could create content to post on social media platforms, which is exactly what most celebrities started doing in the beginning of quarantine. Although we could all do whatever we pleased, should we? Celebrities are incredibly influential, whether you want to admit it or not. As a celebrity, you have to always be aware of what you're posting online, because once it's out there for eternity and hard to forget. As an avid Twitter user, it was unavoidable seeing celebrities tweeting things or seeing celebrities trend almost every day. I would see things that were intriguing and see things I wish I hadn't. Since it's always more fun to talk about things that are bad, I'm going to talk about certain events that unfolded in March. Let's start with the infamous celebrity sing-along that no one asked for, uploaded by none other than Gal Gadot. Early in the pandemic, actress Gal Gadot gathered all her celebrity friends to sing John Lennon's Imagine to contribute to, well, I honestly don't know what she thought she was contributing to, because it sure as hell didn't seem like this benefited the public in any way, shape, or form. It was just painful to witness.
And it goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us.
Above us only sky.
It was a short matter of time before this video went viral, not for praise, but as an object of ridicule. People weren't amused in the slightest. Gal Gadot and all the celebrities in the video were called out for not helping out like other celebrities have by donating to the relief effort for COVID or getting COVID resources for hospitals like ordering ventilators, masks, and gloves. A lot of people argued that they may have had their heart in the right place, but it does not help people cope with all the horrible stuff that they are going through. I'll call this for what it was, incredibly hypocritical and tone deaf. Imagine singing in your multi-million-dollar houses about how humanity could live unattached to material possessions, unironically. These people really thought they were doing something and making an impact when in reality, It just confirmed how out of touch with reality these people truly are. Celebrities have to understand that they need to think about what they post beforehand. Also, it goes a long way to make an effort in understanding other situations instead of just naively assuming people are living with the same comforts and luxuries you have. So as fun as it was to bash on this mishap, I want to include Gal Gadot's response to the backlash she received, which she addressed in a Vanity Fair interview back in October. She stated, "Sometimes, you try and do a good deed, and it's just not the right good deed. I had nothing but good intentions, and it came from the best place. And I just wanted to send light and love to the world." While this might have been a good intention, I still don't see where she thinks singing to people was a good deed, because as I mentioned, it helped absolutely no one. If she really wanted to do a good deed, she could have done numerous other things that would have helped people, but chose to sing. This comes across as self-indulgent and even self-righteous. For her to not really acknowledge that this was tone deaf is disappointing to say the least. I just want to conclude by saying no matter what anyone's going through, just remember to not sing to them about their horrible situation. I feel like when this video was posted, it ignited some type of curse amongst celebrities because ever since then, celebrities have been posting and expressing opinions that are completely ignorant and offensive. Take Vanessa Hudgens' Instagram live stream, for example.
Yeah, Till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But, it's a virus. I get it. I respect it. But at the same time, even if everybody gets it, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
And then her response to that the following day after receiving an abundant amount of backlash, and rightfully so.
Hey guys, so yesterday I did an Instagram live and I realized today that some of my comments are being taken out of context. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time, and I am at home and in lockdown, and that's what I hope you guys are doing too. In full quarantine and staying safe and sane. Yeah, I don't take this situation lightly, by any means. I am home. So stay inside, y'all.
Before I can fully go off, I just want to know, how does one respect a virus? I just had to turn off my ears after that because I could not take this seriously. I felt like I lost 40 IQ points watching that clip. I have no idea. I think if there was one word to really sum up this clip, it'd be lackadaisical. To say that this was insensitive is an understatement. It was wildly stupid for her to post this and not realize how this would come across. I am begging celebrities to just pause, just pause for a moment and think before you speak or post. I feel like this was taught in the first grade. It's really not that hard of a concept to grasp. I honestly couldn't keep track of how many celebrities have been getting quote unquote canceled for not thinking before posting or just being uneducated about pretty much everything. It's been quite the wake up call this year, but honestly, I'm glad since it exposed some of the true horrors of celebrity culture. One of those horrors being cancel culture, but that's a topic to be further explored in another episode. Anyways, I hope those two infamous incidents that went down gave you guys a glimpse of what the general public had to witness, which was celebrity culture slowly deteriorating. This really led to a whole ongoing catastrophic series of celebrities truly letting us know that we live in a completely different world separate from them. And that, my friends, is a world where social inequality and the ever-widening class divide reign supreme. As someone who can't relate in the slightest, I would still somehow understand that when you've arrived at a place of overwhelming success and now have sudden access to more power, riches, and all things glorious, it's hard to stay grounded, and entrapping yourself in a bubble from the outside world becomes second nature almost. I think the key to not losing a sense of reality when inching closer to success is to just always stay aware and, even more importantly, educated of the things that are happening not only around yourself but the world. Then that way we could avoid celebrities from constantly putting their feet in their mouth and talking out there.